Rob, you and I were just talking about how Netflix has got an impressive couple of days lined up, and it looks like they also have a pretty impressive rest of the year coming up. Now, one of
Yep.
the big shows that I have just fallen in love with on Netflix is Witcher. I thought Witcher was fantastic. I love the way, I mean, not to give anything away to those of you who may not have seen season one, but if you haven't seen season one yet, you're probably not interested in The Witcher. But the way the show started at different times, and then as the show progressed, the two time stories started to intersect. And I remember I was sitting in my living room watching as I realized what was going on and went, wow, that's some good storytelling. That is some good storytelling. Henry Cavill, Yennefer running around, loving being naked. It's just like her favorite thing in the world. She wakes up and says, how can I be naked today? That's Yennefer. The action of the series, the mythology of the series is fantastic. Now, of course, The Witcher is one of the series that really got impacted and affected by COVID, and it delayed their production a whole ton. We actually just did a story the other day about how they finally just wrapped production on The Witcher Season 2. Now, of course, they still have all the post-production to do, all the editing, the scoring, visual effects, whatever. And we honestly did not know when this thing was ever going to come out. They finished shooting, but there's still a lot to do. Well, according to Netflix and the head guy of production over at Netflix, they have confirmed that The Witcher Season 2, as well as some other things that other people like, that series U, my wife likes that one. Cobra Kai, my wife also likes that one. Not really for me, but a lot of people love that series. But The Witcher and others will be coming back this season. Now, this comes to us from the dude at Netflix who says the following. What happened in the first part of this year was a lot of the projects that we had hoped to come out earlier did get pushed because of the post-production delays and COVID delays, and we think we'll get back to a much steadier state in the back half of this year. Certainly in Q4, where we have the returning seasons of some of our most popular shows like The Witcher and You and Cobra Kai, as well as some big tentpole movies such as Red Notice. That's the one with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Ryan Reynolds. Escape from Spiderhead, he said, and others. But what we're focusing on right now, we did expect things like Red Notice to come out this year at any rate. But we did not know for sure. As a matter of fact, it was starting to look like The Witcher, we would have to wait till 2022 to see it. But now we get some confirmation. It is indeed coming out this year, probably somewhere around October, November. We can expect to see it. They're not giving us an exact date yet. But listen, Rob, I love this series, and I'm very excited to hear that it's going to be returning sooner rather than later. Again, just kind of propelling that sense or feel of a bit of a return to normalcy right now, as long as, fingers crossed, everything stays the course. Rob, you hear about this. What stands out to you about this announcement coming out of Netflix?
Well, I mean, it just shows a commitment to their ongoing shows. And I think it's a byproduct of the streaming wars in the sense that, John, you know as well as I do, streamers are only as good as their content that people want to tune in and watch. And I think The Witcher, while it was, I caught up with it. I liked it. I thought it was uneven, but I really enjoyed it. There was another show that's not on Netflix, Carnival Row, that I also enjoyed. It was uneven, but I thought The Witcher was really strong. I thought Henry Cavill was great. And I think, getting this show out and getting these other, I mean, their lineup's pretty damn good. We talked a couple years ago about how, another Netflix movie, but there's some stuff, I mean, ever since The Old Guard, which I really liked. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I really liked it. Red Notice, what a cast. I'm tuning in, and I think that there's the Umbrella Academy season 3 at some point's coming. And I think it's a pretty great lineup.
Well, listen, what we've never doubted is Netflix's series. Like, their series work is very, very strong.
Yes.
I mean, their original film work, but there have been some winners. Old Guard was fantastic. There have been some other winners for sure. We'll see how Red Notice turns out, but their series have definitely been good, and this has got to be good news to a lot of people who do really enjoy shows like You and Cobra Kai, but in this particular case with me, The Witcher. The question is for you guys. What do you think about this? Like, again, there was a big doubt about whether it could get out this year, but according to Netflix, Witcher Season 2 will come out in a few months later in the last quarter of this year. What do you guys think about that? Jump on down in the comments section below.
Sean,
Yes,
Can I
sir.
ask you a question?
Yes.
Over or under 50% Stranger Things season 4 comes out by the end of 2021.
I'll go under on that.
All
I'll
right.
go under on that.
All
I
right.
had now again. I'm not saying 0, and I'm not saying 5%, but I would probably skim it around 20 to 25%. So a legit possibility, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a 2022 thing. What about you? When do you think that thing's going to come out?
Probably. I don't know. I'm just happy they renewed our animated show.
Yeah, Dota season 2,
Although,
ladies and gentlemen.
I can't tell you whether it's going to come out in 2021 or 2022. A lot of work to be done.
Well, as long as we get it sometime soon, that's that. Well, anyway, guys, once again, how do you guys feel about this? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.